when you're there.
You are calling local. We have local people. We don't outsource that. If you are calling us, we are there for you. We pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done.
You'll get into a room, by the way, with them in it, and you will literally start playing your pitch over and over in your head because of that.
No, this is awesome. It really is.
This morning, the pitch that I gave there, I wrote that in the shower this morning.
It was great.
It was, that was in the shower one.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna practice it with you, but I decided not to. Unlike y'all, when we have to do an elevator pitch, one of us doesn't do it. One of us just allows the other one to stand or fall on his face.
Well, he looked at me, I'm submissive, and he looked at me, so I had to.
Oh,
I-
please.
Wow. All right. That's gonna be a whole other podcast. Okay. All right, let's talk about using video in your business. One of my favorite topics that we do because, it's so much fun. I love video. So if you are doing your own events, a few things you should know. First thing you should know, always have an all rights reserved slide. This is our all rights reserved slide. This shows that it's our content. Please no recording, photographing, and we'll answer whatever questions you want. But when you have your all rights reserved slide, whether you're doing events live or on the internet, it does cover your content. By the way, if you'd like one of these, we'll send you ours. You can strip out our information, put in your information, and send it to your business lawyer. If you don't have a business lawyer you trust, we can give you one of those. But we don't warrant that it's going to keep you out of jail. Okay, what does video do for you? Here's the coolest thing. Most people are visual learners. They would like to go on YouTube to take all of their classes. Sharon and I are in the 35%. We are why textbooks were written. Because, I like to go back and highlight and then, oh yeah, go back a few pages. And, no, but most people, they're visual learners. And most of the information we take in is visual. So it makes sense to use video to promote your business. Well, I don't know yeah, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to all of your fears and hatreds and all of that other stuff. But most consumers are going to watch some video before they make a large purchase. If you were going to buy a vehicle, car, or something. Heck, if you were going to buy a charcuterie board, you'd probably go to the coolest. What's the IG page? Better
Together boards.
Better Together boards, and you would go through and you'd see all these photos and videos of really great wine and cheese and other boards. It's a hard word. Just like when, bless you, when we talk about your target audience, the marketing term is avatar. And I have a hard time saying the word avatar, so we call them Harriets. Come to our boot camp, you'll see why. Anyway, but more consumers are going to spend time watching videos. You ever watched a video before you bought something?
Every single time.
Yeah, you're looking at video. We are in a video world. Now, when you look at these stats, these are who's watching and creating videos. All sorts of cool stats. But here's the thing. What's the most important for you guys? What's the most important number up there?
Who's watching it?
No.
Oh.
Ready? The most important number for you, I'm going to assume you're almost 50, right?
I will be in another 20 years.
Yeah, I got it. Only 3% of your competitors in your age range are creating video. So if you're using video, you are ahead of most of them. Everyone look at your age range. The numbers are not that large. So if you're using video, you are ahead of most. Most businesses are not using it. They're just not, and that's sad. Well, not really. Not for our clients. So if you get to the fact where you can decide, I'm okay with, and we'll get to the reasons why you're not using video, then it's going to help your business. And we've already kind of got there.
So back in 2016, Nicole Mendelson of Facebook was asked, so what big change do you see happening in Facebook? And she said, I think your feed is going to be full of video within 5 years. Have you looked at your feed? Is it full of video?
Yeah. we've been using this quote for a long, long time.
Yeah. Now, it's not that she, or Facebook, woke up one day and went, oh, we're gonna do video. No surprise, Facebook looks at their algorithm, right? You're not surprised, right? And they saw that most of the engagement was happening when folks posted video. Okay, well, if you guys want to be engaged with video, then we're gonna give you a way to be engaged with video, and then Facebook Live was born. And then we all got all those messages. Well, your friends are doing a Facebook Live, why don't you do one?
When I was little, I was not handed one of these while my mom was in the store. I was handed like a Fisher-Price toy with the plastic buttons, right?
You did not take that with you to
no, I
the
didn't.
store.
I'm going to guess you're in your 20s. Okay, you grew up with one of these. You've always had some sort of device, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. You can text with 2 thumbs, can't you?
Yes.
I can't. If something happens to my left thumb, I'm screwed. Seriously, I cannot, I left-handed, I can't do this. Her generation, and yours, and all of you except for your generations are driving
I was
this.
like 9.
Because you're the next ones coming up. These exist. And all of a sudden, there's this other button there. Oh, video, for taking videos instead of pictures. That's what drives this. Every social media platform looks long-term and they say, well, these guys are disappearing soon, but she's coming. And all of her people. In the next 2 years, millennials will be the prime demographic in the workforce. So if you don't know how to relate to and work with millennials, you have a challenge ahead of you. I've been saying this for 5 years when millennials were just like coming into it, but now it's only 2 years away in 2025. And right behind them is, X and Y. Video shouts your prices like no other marketing tactic. Now you're gonna see a whole bunch of videos today, and honestly, most of them say nice things about us. I'm just letting you know in advance, because they're the easiest videos for you to grab. Now, here's what I want you to watch when we do any of the videos. And I referred to it earlier when we were doing elevator pitches. For those of you watching the replay, we did elevator pitches beforehand. You didn't get to see them. Sorry, show up in person. But Christy gave you could tell the difference in passion when she talked about 2 businesses, right? I want you to watch the passion in the videos. Any video that you see could be, if you're writing about something on your blog, you can be passionate in your writing about your blog, whatever you're blogging about. But when you shoot the video, it goes along with your blog. And people that are watching that transfers through it. She can talk about all the fun things that you can do with FunFill. You can talk about all the cool things you do, but video of families out having fun, and those going along with all of, on their website makes a difference. You were sent here because you have no idea why you're sent here. Apartment, when we're talking about renting apartments, okay, yeah, I can read it. There's a great description, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,200 square feet. But when the videos show this wonderful apartment, the light that's coming through, people relate to it. So I want you to start thinking in terms of what am I seeing, as opposed to necessarily hearing everything, but what am I seeing, what am I feeling, the passion that they give, okay? All right, so with that, we'll play the first one. One of my favorite clients, this is Nikki. And it's not loud enough. Help, Sharon, help. Geniuses?
Sharon, pause the video and look at your actual volume on your computer.
It's already up, I
It
just
is.
looked at it.
Okay, we're gonna try.
Yeah, see, it's already all the way up.
No, I meant like the actual volume. Like that's just the YouTube video.
Does the TV have a line on
I just did that.
One moment, please.
Yeah, baby.
Welcome to my text. Welcome to my text.
Now you
Welcome
might
to
want
my
to turn.
text.
Now you might want to turn down the
Yeah.
But They do teach me a couple of things.
The IT company person.
My name is Nikki Bassey.
There we go.
I'm a licensed insurance agent with Farmers Insurance, and I love Hank and Sharon because they help make me better at my job. They help make my job easier because they are such out of the box branding, just
Geniuses?
geniuses. And I've gone to their booth
I've seen
camp
this
before, and I try to go as many of the webinars anytime I see them because I know that every single time I hear them speak and teach, I'm going to learn something new, which I can so appreciate because they're always learning what's new in the field. They're always staying on top of things like social media and the platforms which are ever changing. And I love that because if they're at the top of their game, that's going to help me be at the top of my game. And so I appreciate that, and I just feel like if you are a millennial business person who is struggling, like so many are right now, your next phone call should be to Hank and Sharon Yuloff of Yuloff Creative Marketing Solutions because they are going to help you with your business, I promise.
She holds the record for most questions asked at a small business breakthrough bootcamp. No one has ever come close to Nikki. And then there's Scott.
Hey, partner.
It's just soft. How many of you think he's gonna hit a bullseye? Show of hands.
I bet he does.
How many?
Yeah.
How many?
He definitely does.
I don't think he is.
He's not going to.
Not even close. He's never been close every time he does that. It's just,
It's not easy.
it's not.
It's not easy.
And I have watched, they will do Flag Tag Easy, they will go on Instagram live and they will be broadcasting live. They have tournaments and they have leagues. And I'm watching some of these people, bam, bam, bam. They spend way too much time throwing axes. I don't ever want to piss them off. Okay, so here's what you're going to learn today. 10 ways to make your videos instantly better. One would be good, but 10 is better, right? 10's good? Cool. Some video topics you can use, ways to make your backgrounds better. Wow, that's an important one to tell you. Yeah. You're going to be able to have an interview created for you for free. Isn't that awesome? And some of you thought, I'm not going to be interviewed. The hell I am. So, and some free stuff. I don't know why I'm doing that.
I don't know.
Clicker. If you have questions, hold on to them until you can raise your hand. A little bit about us. We started our business 27 years ago. We started as a promo business, putting logos on stuff, and knowing that that was always going to evolve into where we are now, which is the only way you can buy promos from us is if you're a coaching client. And then Sharon joining the company gave me a huge advantage in that I could trust her to do all of the stuff that I was not good at, like HR. When a client had an HR challenge, my first default was, well, let's fire them and find a new person. Sharon taught me that there's a what's it called? A process. Yes, that's right. And you have to what?
Document.
Document it. Yeah. Who knew? And now we never have those "How was your day, dear?" You don't either. You don't have to have that "How was your day, dear?" conversation. For us, we hear the number of times the other one swore, and we know exactly what kind of a day they're having. Hi, darling. Is there something I can do to help? He says from across the office. We figured out we created a coaching program based on what we wished we could have found. And we love masterminding with our clients every Monday because most coaches that we found that we had been in their program, that you got what you got, and if you needed to adjust things, it wasn't possible, and that sucked for us. But what we've realized, we've now gone from Los Angeles, that's where our Dodger season tickets are. And notice I didn't say where. I have my Dodger season tickets back. The Red Sox are playing in Los Angeles next July for our anniversary, and we're going. And we will be sitting right there watching the Red Sox lose 3 games to the Dodgers. It'll be so fun, so exciting.
But why are you putting that out there? You're not supposed to do that in baseball.
Because what I believe has nothing to do with how the players work. It just doesn't happen. I learned that a long time ago, before 2004. And then we moved to Sedona, and now we're in Princess Anne, and this is now almost our garden. But what's stayed the same is we've met business owners across country, and when we speak in other states and countries, being able to market your niche is important. That's what we do. So it's a steady stream of small adjustments that are going to make a difference over time. Now, if you aren't using video at all, okay, that's a big adjustment. But once you start shooting video, you're going to start getting better and better and better and better, and you're going to make little tweaks as you go. And that's when it starts being really fun. Sharon was one of the, well, we'll talk about that when we get to the slide.
Okay.
We've been in over 500 publications and podcasts and radios and stuff, and it's kind of cool. We now are the authors of, yes, I changed the slide.
Okay, good.
8 best-selling books. We have about 30 different presentations, and I have to change this slide in every single one of them, and I'm really happy about it. In fact, this isn't the funnest slide.
You get to change this.
I get to. I'm so excited about it. Been interviewed by some really neat people. Now, for purposes of here, I normally go right past the slide, but I'm going to share something. Being interviewed by people that are more famous than you is awesome, because now you get to put those videos on the front page of your website. And from a search engine optimization point of view, if somebody's looking for James or Kevin or Forbes, sometimes they come across us. And there's our video, and there's what we do. So if you'd rather be coached by James Melanchik, that's awesome. He's an amazing coach. We're more affordable and we're easy to find. Kevin Harrington was in the Shark Tank. If you want to be coached by him, you can, or you can find us.
Now, more accessible than both of them.
Yeah. Now I have James's cell number. You have Kevin's, don't you?
I did.
Kevin is the guy. If you never watched the first part of Shark Tank, you've heard of the as seen on TV stuff. He found the first one and started that.
The Ginsu knife guy.
Yeah, the Ginsu knife guy. Kevin found him at a state fair and turned him into a thing. And that's where Kevin, pretty awesome. But we were talking to him, and he said, he looked at us and said, if you ever come across somebody who's a product like that, reach out to me. And he gave Sharon his cell number. He gave it to Sharon. I don't hold a grudge at all. Yeah. We competed for...
10 years later, right?
Oh. Yeah. Almost. We competed for America's #1 coaching team. We were one of 5 finalists. That picture was of us competing in that. If you backed that video up about 5 seconds, the look on Sharon's face is more like, because she didn't know I was going to jump off stage and use a thing called neuro-linguistic programming. And it's a tool that you can use to anchor the room. You get people to talk to you with their subconscious. It's really fun. Anyway, we had seen the first 3, and I didn't. And I knew we were going to beat them. I really knew. But we know all 5 of them. And it was the 5th one that we weren't sure how she was going to do. So I wanted to make sure. So there were no rules that said you couldn't leave the stage, so I did. It was a lot of fun.
Would have been good to know. Mind reading is not one of my superpowers.
I just had the thought. We were like 8 minutes in, and I'm reading the room, and you're doing pretty well. You can read the room sometimes. There was that one guy sitting, I have to go back. There's one guy who was sitting like right there. So of course, he's the only person in the entire room I'm paying attention to. Every joke is landing. We're having a great time. But this one dude, I have to get him when I'm over. Anyway. So we coach small business owners to make sure that you remember that your business must serve your life. Too many times we start a business, we hear from our coaching clients, and your business has taken over your life. Just a reminder. Make sure it serves your life. And we'd like to teach you how to build your business the most effective way, and today we want to show you how to use video. So that's about us. All right, who wants free thing first? Thumb up. All right, we do have a podcast. Our podcast used to be us talking for about an hour, and every now and then we'd have a guest. And it was really fun. We did 243 weeks in a row. We had to skip 1 week, but 243 out of 244 weeks. And then we said, let's take a couple months and we'll start over in 2020. Yes, we make plans, the universe laughs. So then we thought, we're going to go back to doing our podcast, but we're going to change it. Instead of us talking for an hour, we're going to interview business leaders, starting with our clients, because we had to teach all of our clients how to use COVID as an opportunity to build their business. Well, people are going to be at home a lot more. They're going to be spending more time on the internet. Therefore, they're finally going to figure out what podcasts are. How do you get on podcasts? Well, you've got to prove to the podcaster that you're worth it. So we came up with this great program, 12 questions that are designed to make you look really good. You get the questions in advance. There are no surprises. You answer the questions, you send them back, so we have your answers. Again, no surprises. We video it. If in the course of it we don't like how it's going, we stop and start over. Now, it's never going to be really long because they are 7 minutes, 21 seconds. Anyone know why? Why? Why, Christy?
It's your anniversary.
It is! How did you know? July 21st is our wedding anniversary, so it's 7 minutes, 21 seconds. You can all keep it together for 7:21, right? Exactly. So, if you would like to be on that, grab our email address, tell us you want to be on it, or write down on your business card today, I don't know, something about podcast. UCast. Now here's the thing. We now talk about this all the time, and about 1% of the people that we talk to this about actually do it. We would like to double that to 2%. So it's our own little goal. Some goals are just incremental. So we'd love to have you. Let us help you. You will look great. You can share that video with any of your prospects. Say, hey, I was interviewed by this couple. You ought to check it out. Now, some people I've seen have said, I just got interviewed by this couple 3 years ago. And check it out. It's okay. Nobody's ever going to ask you when it was recorded or anything. So just, you can share the link. They can see how badass you are, and they buy from you, and all's great in the world. And you know how much it costs? Nothing. It's free.
7 minutes, 21 seconds of your time.
Yes. Honestly, it's going to take them a little longer than that.
You're right.
Because
I would round it to 15.
Well, they have to write out the answers and send them.
Oh, I see what you're saying, not just the interview itself.
Yeah.
I get you.
So it might take you a half hour. Half hour for a digital asset that you can use forever. Good trade? Say yes.
And it's a digital asset that you can use to get on other podcasts.
Yeah.
There are many other podcasters that their first question is, have you ever been on a podcast? And if your answer is no, then you're out. But if when you do this one, we don't care if you've ever been on one, then you can send this to, yes, I have been on a podcast, and here's the link.
Yeah, one of our clients has leveraged it, and has been on like 40 something of them. And just started with ours, and just bam. Now we get emails. Hey, I'm going to be on this podcast. Hey, I was on this podcast. Good job, great. You don't have to tell us every time, but awesome. Good job. All right. Bonus of free coaching time. We're doing a small business breakthrough boot camp virtually in December. It's a Saturday, so you don't have to look it up. We teach a lot of stuff. Are we doing it virtual or are we doing it in person?
Virtually.
Okay, good.
Because we've got folks from all over the country that have already registered.
Good. It is virtual, so I don't have to, suit it up the whole time. Awesome. I can be in a dress shirt and shorts.
That's right. In December? I don't think so.
Anyway, so if you would like that, where we put your plan together, you can do that too. All right, so why aren't you doing video? I don't like how I look on video. Hey Sharon, what was your biggest use?
Just didn't like you all looking at me. I did the way I got past this is I did a video a day, every single day for a year. Yeah.
She would
Exactly like
disappear.
that.
She'd disappear. Like, where's she? Oh, it's that time of day. Okay.
But after a year, it's not that I now wake up and go, oh goody, we get to do video. No, but at least I don't wake up going, oh God, we have to do friggin' video. How am I gonna get out of it today? No, it's all right. Gotta do video. It's just one more thing on the to-do list. No big deal.
Is makeup a pain?
Makeup is a pain. My makeup is pretty minimal, as you can all guess and see for yourself. So, 5 minutes, I'm good.
Now, how did you, in the number 3 there is finding the time, so how did you end up doing that?
I block out the time. I don't believe in having a to-do list. I have learned that my to-do list can be voluminous and it never ends. And then I always feel like I failed because I did not complete my to-do list. And then I learned about time blocking. So how much time do you think your video is actually going to take? And you time block it out. And when you time block out all of the things on your to-do list, you realize, oh, the reason I feel like a failure is because there's no way that any one person could do all those things in one day. Things have to be prioritized, and some things will just have to wait till tomorrow or maybe even next week. But yeah, I time blocked.
Now, number 2 on there is finding the right content. I'm going to use you as an example because you're a realtor. For better or worse, we're going to talk about real estate for a moment. Most realtors, most of your competitors, the video that we see is, hey, here's my new open house. Check out the house, and they do a tour of the house. Scroll down to Facebook, the next post. Hey, here's another open house I did. Same kind of thing. Hey, look, here's another house I've got you. Just once. Actually, I haven't seen it. I like to see real estate agents that look for videos from around the world. Hey, this isn't my listing, but check out this house. It's really cool. It's in, wherever it was. There was one in England. They finally took the video down. I was so bummed because it took you in, the gates opened up, and you came in, and there's amazing views out the back, and it's this glass house. Clearly, it's not an old London house, and just amazing how it's just incredible.
So you're
Yeah.
heading on something rather interesting. So
I know. I do this for a living. Yes. So what's interesting
To me.
so far? What's interesting to you? So finally, what's interesting to you?
So she's a real estate agent. Her
Mhm.
primary purpose is to sell her listings
Mhm.
that she's listing.
Yes. You're going to bring me right down the path. Keep going.
You're
Yeah.
asking people to follow their passions while doing their work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because why do I want to buy from her versus Jane Doe, that also, by the way, is a realtor,
Yeah.
right?
Because,
And one of the reasons is because of what she shares,
right.
right? What's
Yeah.
important to her. It
Right.
doesn't have to be real estate all the time. She might take a video taking her dog for a walk and she saw this other really cute dog, or she found this beautiful flower or something. She may be shooting a video of cooking the new recipe that she did that night. Why do I want to work with you instead of Jane Doe next door that's also a realtor? Because
So-
what you share speaks to me more than what Jane shares.
Your comment? What's your comment?
So unpacking all of this
Okay.
for me,
Yeah.
Yes.
I was given a task. This is part of the, just do whatever I ask you to do and I'll be happy with it. So
Wow.
and I do it honestly out of the kindness of my heart. I love these people. So you would look great at just sharing the story of Funful. Just share the story of Funful. That's about all I got in terms of layout. And then we got deeper and deeper. But what I see as being interesting when I started looking at bloggers and things like that was when they told their story wrapped
Yes.
in.
Yeah.
When I go
Absolutely.
to a priest and I want to hear a great homily, they
Oh, I
tell
thought you were
their
going
life
to, I
story.
really thought she was going, when I go to a priest and I want to hear what happened in confession.
Right.
I really thought that's what
a little bit about that.
I don't know why my mind just went there,
I
but
know. But the truth of the matter is like, if I did the video a day for maybe not a whole year,
Why
could I potentially
Maybe
get
you-
to the point
maybe it
where
wouldn't
I'm
take you a
comfortable
year.
telling my story in the story?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's the most excruciatingly uncomfortable moment for me. Is like who wants to see my story?
Absolutely they do.
thing
Yes,
is,
they do.
you
Absolutely
have
they
no
do.
idea who needs to hear your story.
You don't know who relates to you, and that's part of your target market, from what I've learned from Shank and Heron. Shank and Heron, oh my god.
We don't even-
I did it!
I know, we don't even, it doesn't even
Sharon.
faze us. If you were the first,
I'm not.
If
I know
you're
that's
even the
why I
500th.
finally have done it. I've never done that before.
In fact, one of our clients just saw our initials, SNA. Oh my God, you're shipping and handling. Oh well.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, share your
So
story.
you say work in your interest to make your life, your job more interesting.
Yes.
I posted a Facebook video the other night. We were at the Orioles game, and I caught a foul ball. I didn't catch a foul
You
ball.
caught a foul ball?
I didn't catch a foul ball.
I missed this.
Well, go find it on Facebook,
We
but not
were,
right now.
yeah, it's in Facebook. We were, if you're familiar with baseball, our seats were in a direct line down the first base line. So you go down, first base, home plate, and then we're up here. We are under the overhang. And my thought when I sat down was, wow, for a foul ball to get to us, it's gonna have to be moving. Yeah, Santander comes up, hitting left-handed, pops one, ball's coming, and I'm thinking, oh, that's gonna hit the guy right in front of me. He's gonna get a foul ball right in his lap. He ducked. I have a bag of peanuts in my hand. I'm not gonna drop those because they're like $20
Yeah,
peanuts.
so you just paid $30 for those.
So, and I didn't have time to say, Sharon, hold these, but he ducked and it hit me right there. So I got a foul ball, I didn't catch a foul ball. Now I went on Facebook and I sort of almost told the story, but I haven't told the full story yet. I will at some point.
Did it hurt?
No, actually, it didn't.
By the time you tell the story, the bruise won't be there anymore.
Yeah, but the bruise was,
Yeah, it was a little frightening.
it's like, yeah, it's like Sharon beat me or something. I mean, just, you know, it is.
He's going to the doctor on Friday. I'm a little concerned what the doctor's gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the baseball with me and say, see, Major League Baseball, yeah, I swear to God, it wasn't Sharon this time.
Nice.
Oops. So, the content of the video, you're being real with folks. When you blog, you do a short video that talks about what the blog's about. Because remember, some people are just gonna watch the video about your
Are
blog.
you in pain?
No, I've already told him that.
Oh!
What did you tell him?
He needs to do a video of him speaking about the blog.
Yeah. You know, you can make a guest appearance.
I can make,
I give you permission.
The dummy can make a, yes.
No, the ventriloquist, you were the ventriloquist in the example.
Okay.
I could bring you back up and I could diagram it. For those of you watching the video, you had to be here in person, sorry. So, there are so many reasons here, we've spent way too much time. Look, whatever excuse you've got, the bottom line really is you get over it. We all have these challenges. The challenge is real. We give you. I understand it's real.
How badly do you want to succeed? That's the thing,
Yeah.
right? I knew that for our business to succeed, I had to get over being shy. I wanted our business to succeed more than I wanted to be attached to being shy. So if the way to do that is to do a video a day for a year, it took me a year. Maybe it won't take you a year. Maybe you guys are much more progressive than I am, and it'll only take you 6 months
There's
or 3 months.
a video that we still have this video. We were videotaping one of our small business breakthrough boot camps. Every year and a half or so, we would have a professional come in and video the entire, at that point it was like a 2-day event. And I'm center stage. Now, at this event we had a friend of ours named Kay Wallace. She was going to be talking about social media and some other stuff, so she was visiting, she was a guest speaker. Sharon would normally sit over there. I would be center stage. Sharon would have a microphone so that when she wanted to pop in, she could pop in and just talk from way over there. So, we were talking about a social media thing. I said, well, wait a minute, we're videoing this. Why don't you come up and be here so they can get your answer? And as Sharon came on, I left. And I spent the next hour back there. So we do have this, I found it, that video. But she held stage. She could have, Kay and I are in the back laughing because Sharon is a teacher at heart and she's an amazing teacher. So watching her just hold the room, and she would be like answering question and look at me, and she's answering and she's answering question, and I'm getting every other, just like answer your question, and she would just look at me like I'm so yes. It's a lot of fun.
And then we competed and he jumped off the stage, hence my,
Yeah.
doing it again. No, we did not do it again.
So there are a lot of reasons not to. There are, but there's the cool thing. If the video sucks, there's a delete button. My worst video, when I was in front of a room, I did not delete. I have it. And whenever I feel like I am getting too full of myself, I pop that sucker in. I took a normal presentation, and it was to a particular group, and I decided, we're friends, I'll share it. It was a Jewish networking group. And being Jewish, I decided I was going to Jew it up. Regular presentation, Jew it up. However, I am not religious Jew, I am a social, Anyway, so I'm trying to use references, and I'm failing horribly. My best friend is sitting literally where you are, and he's just sitting there going, just stop, and I couldn't. And it is the worst 5 minutes, actually if it was 10, ever. And I will not delete it because I need to be reminded from time to time, oh God, it's harder, and don't stay in your lane. It was terrible, so.
But sometimes your video is not terrible. You might think it's terrible, but it isn't really terrible. And your ideal client doesn't want to see that you're perfect. They want to see how you handle the imperfection. So before you hit the delete button, think about, do I really need to delete this, or is this one that I can just show my transparency and go with it?
All right, so we're going to move on. This is a very important slide, but I felt the need to hang here, okay? So. All right, let's get ready for video. Ready? Cool. The next 5 slides are why 90% of the people won't generate revenue. So this is it. You think these 5 slides are important? Yes, they are. We do not create a video without realizing who we're creating for. Who is our target audience? There should be no marketing message that you ever create that you don't think about, all right, which one of our audiences, because some of you have many, we have 6. Who are you creating that one for? Because if you're not talking to the right audience, they're going to get it. But if you are talking to the right audience, it will come through. So, very important. Now, how do you figure that out? Well, part of it's demographics.
So imagine that these 4 women, they all want to buy a car. They're probably not looking for the same kind of car. They're probably not looking for the same benefits and features of that car. So a good car salesperson is going to message, shoot a different video for each of them in order to attract them to their dealership. Now it's possible that these 4 women could all benefit from your product or service, but you'll need to do the same thing. You need to create a different video, a different message in order to attract them to you. If you try to create one message, one video that will attract all 4, none of them will feel like you're speaking to them, and none of them will buy from you.
You know what I just realized? I didn't send the book to Gloria. I have to send the book.
Okay.
Well, I realized I sent it